Is it true that sexual harassment can be considered a crime in some places? Unfortunately, yes. Today we're going to learn when it's okay and not okay to touch people, the different meanings for the word no, where, when, and how someone can be touched, what to do if you're targeted by your victims, and most dangerously, it's the predator that's stalking you right now. That will be revealed at the end. Sexual harassment. It's something that's common in the workplace and part of our everyday lives. We all know what it is, that feeling that you get overcome with lustful desire that makes you unable to control yourself around someone that you have eyes for. Sexual harassment is as American as Japanese anime, apple pie, Far Eastern martial arts disciplines, medieval knights, cockfighting, hot dog eating contests, meerkats, and pollution. Look, we know sexual harassment's not going anywhere. I mean, there's probably that special somebody that you've been sexually harassing ever since you were children. Maybe a neighbor or a family friend or family. And when you're at work, right next to that special somebody, smelling their scent and looking over at their ass when they bend over, well, the impulse just wants to take over. You might see a mother, and instinctively, you're going to want to say, "Hey, mother, want another?" But I'm telling you, in the workplace, you're running not only the risk of losing your job or jail time, but let's not forget, the number one leading cause of pregnancies is sexual contact. Women constantly end up getting themselves pregnant, all because of a little bit of sexual contact, which starts with sexual harassment. Something to ponder about there. You don't want to spend 18 years of your life paying for a kid that you don't want, especially when we all know holding a job for 18 years is impossible. So what to do when that special girl winks at you and flicks the tongue? Well, just pause. Take a time out. Think for a second. Then find a room that's isolated. Break out your laptop. Find her on social media like Facebook, TikTok, or Twitter. Once you find her, look at her pictures and jack off right then and there. It's going to stop any inappropriate behavior from spilling over into the workplace. But if she starts sexually harassing you, then you push it to the max, my friend. Push it to the max. Now, you don't want to end up in the unemployment line looking for a job. So, let's define some words like no. What does no mean? What are they really trying to say to you when somebody says the word no? And we know if it's a man, no is a negative connotation or the opposite of yes, a disapproval. But when women say the word no, it's as mysterious to us as a foreign language. It could mean yes. So how do we tell? Well, you're going to have to be smart, my friend. If they're saying no, you might want to assume that the no means the male yes, no. But just as a backup plan, make sure you locate the boiler room of your building. Now, most commercial properties have a boiler room, and this is a dark, secluded place where you can take your partner and you guys can have some time alone for banging. And if your company or building that you work in does not have a boiler room, then just simply find an abandoned building, warehouse, or factory nearby and cut the locks ahead of time for easy access whenever you're needing to use the facility. Now, if you want to be able to get a little bit of reciprocation for your harassment, introduce some GHB or Rohypnol. A lot of the times, this is a wonderful agent that was really all that was needed. Then you guys can lower your inhibitions, let loose, and satisfy your sexual harassment desires safely. It'll have you coming back to the office feeling like a bigger, better man. Now, if you're feeling frustrated and angry at work because you consistently have sexual thoughts and desires pop into your head that stop you from efficiently getting your job done, just know this. This harassment of yourself is not exclusive to you. You're not alone in this. Stop beating yourself up. And in fact, if you find yourself having difficulty performing your job functions properly because of these intrusive thoughts, don't be afraid to go to your human resources department and you tell HR exactly what's happening. That you're having invasive, unprovoked, and unwelcome sexual thoughts entering into your mind while you're trying to focus on your job, and that it keeps harassing you, which could lead to sexual harassment of another employee, or even worse, a physical sexual assault on yourself. So, to review, when you're at work, don't watch porn all day. You tell HR when you're sexually harassing yourself. And if there's somebody else that you plan on sexually harassing, try to do it off property, or make sure they're interested in harassing you back and you guys could just go somewhere kind of low key. Thanks for watching, and practice sexual harassment safely.